My more kwaba biem and Sanfamra platform iso. A menasan so say minutia na yitin komo. Na me basi na ma more kwaba sonko no makacho se nyame hira. Se da biara da oje bre na he oyem videos no na bibia no enso etimi koye. Ye be din komo area fa issues eno enso ewo Ghanaian football ni men then more no e Kumasi asane Kotoko stories na fi other stories no me the back me no be enso atimi atwim enso atimi da but Kotoko dominated. And let me say this and yen to aso mfan free ho. Let me say Kotoko mpanimfo no accept reality. Kotoko mpanimfo no o ma accept reality. Kotoko IMC accept reality. The entire me this ankomo no me the beto anim a lot of stories enso etimi ha efa Kumasi asante Kotoko enso boboku no ho any other stories esese wasotini na me de munsem no enso betimi de ato anim to ba na wa subscribe to the channel amame no abo notification bell no so de be ya update ne ba each and every single time on sabeka na onso watimi ehu se de 7 stie Benjamin Ekweku Jamfi and me deal with my friend Ricardo Vaz me na metena se de biara na me no wadi nkomo on this wonderful platform na afin 7 no betimi ne wache na bibia no enso atimi aye kama pa na se kese pa nkoma am proud sponsors omo enso support each and every single day babi omo bia nyame nhira omo na se kese nkomfama am proud viewers mo adabiara da mo yam videos no share comment no nyame nhira mo ni na onya mo kese ye wura mo na afi ni nkomo emfa mfiri nsem na me ye sure say Kumasi asante Kotoko confirm yes abrantia your friend no Camara anya call up to the national team no. We asante Kotoko enso fana minim say when you had the opportunity to check Kotoko enso social media na anyhow no ma enso esikwa. It seems that the Kotoko fans are beginning to accept say san no ma we ni si me say ya na ebeye dey say obetimi akipi player no ntie me say Kotoko supporters no enso ya agye tum say oh say sa na tie dia me say ebeye ampanimfo nhu ni ndi to ho ebeye ampanimfo enhu ni ndi na abrante no enso entimi free club nim na de tie ne say asande Kotoko wo omo plans o maye for players a ombeko. Now, Asante Kotoko more plans on my for players on Beko because they believe say currently they are not any there. Sa nebeye. They are not any there. Sa nebeye. You lose some, you will get some. Na be active na Kama. But the entire makers Asante Kotoko accept reality. They say they've accepted. So when it comes to competing with Yenuanum no more rona. Yentimi no among compete. Currently, we can't compete with them because basically sem eba hawa player welfare important to them. Yentimi no among compete. So when the player wants to leave, and most especially when player na be Kotoko no, enya some sort of a DB watimi Kotoko ni year definitely obenya deals outside. Obenya man for mo catch and say men sign Branian found men sign Branian found corners. So it's something that Kumasi asante Kotoko IMC no adjatum say now that is how it's supposed to happen. Now Saden Babisino, since Kotoko can't keep their players, they've decided to also be bullying a year or more and so no more Kurumano. And if Kotoko will be losing the players or DDA say these are players and can be pair more. But I still can't maintain them. I can't keep them more and more hands so Kotoko ni be see any pa. It is a Kotoko social media handle also Facebook to be precise now kwa. After Kotoko post here say Camara and so anya call up to Guinea national team no. The conversation is that the IMC should look fast. The IMC should sell him. The IMC should this should that blah blah blah. It's ensembebri. Ntiano koso Kotoko social media ho. Now it's something that senior citiano senior kono sa ne besi because sika omu koti dollars one person omoje now she how Kotoko team no sitie na sika wom ni ha won pese o me na these players we can't keep them. That is the reality. Nkane papa mu a enka we Camara, Samba, Ablo, Pitami Duakwa mo because Pitami Duakwa a senior player e wo Kotoko team nim currently as we speak. Do you know why? Because it seems Kotoko team ni mu ni no. I stand to be corrected do, but as one na ache minim say because as we did 3 years Kotoko, I think in the third season ya Oboni minim for the other players to say Babaya Yamo me refi Babaya Yamo time or buy there, but I think say Peter Amiduakwa third year Obo Edema Kumasi as Kotoko. So if any third year me sure say players no more Kotoko no currently no e bia o hwa o mabro 3 years was Kotoko me sure na make as I stand to be corrected do tin capital me di wakwa no ye player nko ache wo Kotoko nim tu ho nko ache wo Kotoko nim anka atimi so omo no contract ho sensem no ke no mu di contract ho sensem a engasiko omo penny ade no ka we should be able to say we need the mamo but tell me say aye issue kakra capital me di wakwa de no kra de ne transfer no anyhow no man sit ne de madika ka ache wo say issues wo ho because me say the camp no ewo issues that debut wo ha me say omo dwene ho and me say amabufu kakra and so timo ho to no ne de minim how a empanimfo will be able to convince the camp no and no move for him to stay, but I think say if you run January nasa still see na be call there I know Kotoko company for say na no other neither akon kai no and I said say I support neither akon on that issue. If player ne be ba na obegine mu na say as a wasane as a wonsane a ni wagya no kwan na okọ na FFF ntipita mi di wakwa no on the contract ho sem enso ya de a Kotoko company for enso edi ho nkomo as to say obesane de eno de ewo no ane ho no ewo no ane ho ne eye ni mpanimfo na ombetimi hu so obesane ana so omonsane but pita mi di wakwa de if Kotoko lose no for free na Kotoko enya capre ba won ho a me personally e be hye me yeah man kan na me boa personally e be hye me e dey be hye me yes e medical catch ba bi ofri no e ba Kotoko no ene the kind of a year wanya wo Kotoko no if say Kotoko enya hwe won ho no okọ a me e be hye me pa but I'm hoping no wabetimi akoyi nti no betami do akwa contract no so mpanifo a opin eye Camara so de and mpanimfo a opin na captain so de ntino Samba one also mpanimfo so a opin the contract discussion na omo enso ene ne discussing and increment ne de they want increment yes omo hia sika no ntumu eno de say players no the contract ne so na so be extend ya de oba ya wo de man no den ya obetum den ya ne camp no be ka cho say yentum na yemfa nkosoro eno de den ya ebesi na aya na eno no kofa asem ne ba no ohu aya na eno no ene kofa asem ne ba no ba ye hwe sere no man enzo besi fa akọ and according to report no kuma asa no got company for no ready to extend players no contract but players no what they are quoting what they are demanding no if omonta can they are not willing to extend the contract. That is how our situation is here. Inti is something that oye Kotoko fan, oye Kotoko supporter. That is something you need to accept because Marika Kacho say Samba will no demanding and asking price over $5,000. Camara mo $4,000. Ablo mo $4,000 near the no. It's something that's a Kotoko decided. So obey ye. I'm a players in the sense you cannot demand and I be 5 players in the team. Quoting that huge sums of money now. Kotoko asubeshi. Because some players no kuan sikano. If you are willing to extend contract no for more, you need to be hitting around 200,000 Ghana cedis a month for 4 players. To say Ablo, to say Pitami Samba Unel, Camara, so your contract extension for business so because in team money contract needs to be extended. A branch of Henry Ensu contract no emi say no so nsem kakra enso tim wo ho enti contract extension afidi emi say Kotoko hia sika twitwiri die pa I'm telling you Kotoko hia sika twitwiri die because omo players so omo sort omo contract issues because Baba Yaya crash, so I think so also contract issues were home. The Kotoko will need to extend Baba Yaya's contract if they want him to stay. They will need to extend Intimanu's contract if they want him to stay. Ensu, Ablo, Camara, maybe 6 to 7 players for Kotoko team anymore. Kotoko will need to extend their contract. I'm telling you, Kotoko IMC Nasobaya Papa. That is the gospel to Masobaya Papa. Because this is a point where all these players are integral members of the team. And in Koma Kotoko fans need in team no, because clearly the Kotoko fans believe say the game they played against Wak, we won't see a share Kotoko 5, but they still believe say if certain things are done right, team then bad. And in doing so, they want Kotoko to keep majority of the players. So imagine like 7 players also contract extension Koso. And we know Senyoma Nkoyi Kotoko and shall bet me to be 3 out of the 7 players. So what you say? And you know, let me say a issue kese pa wo Kumasi and Kotoko camp. Extending players contract near that. Easy. Kotoko IM's name is Omo da. But we are hoping they take decisions that the BMA fans and that is what we all want to see. That is all what we want to hear. And so etimi IFFF. Now Kotoko so be extend contract remember players here untimi nka say players ibetna and our players ibekoi. Maybe ma players be 3 4 5 bi Ghana Premier League ni mo so Kotoko ani abre pa se Kotoko be lose ni players na omo so ebe bro omo so omo no omo bo league no. Yes, omo so be lose ya. Omo so ebe bro omo a ono no omo bo league no, because if they can't stand sa omo soro ho no na de bia da omo be bo omo de a omo so beba no aba be bo omo so okuruma no. So that is in some one no enso free ho ba me dem nsem no ede ma wo. Na yentu kwan ne enko Sweden, yenko Norway, yenko Denmark, yenko nko yejuma. We 18 to 45 years and ye pair edom enso etime tu kwan. Ye Sweden, Denmark, Norway ni akwa yejuma. We ye farm work and ye kwa ye offer entity mu machines are be yejuma no. Na se onso wetima kwa yejuma na bibia no enso etima ye kama. Nemum you need to pay something before you go and ye free. Men ko from ko home say wotin wo benak GH wotin wo Ricardo Varas so say you free and ye free. Okwa transportation, feeding, and accommodation are sorted for a period that you are going to work. Accommodation or transportation or feeding are sorted. Monthly salary, a more debt. So what you say? Monthly salary, a more debt. To be a sika at your Gubutum. Now you need to pay something before you leave the shores of Ghana. So what you say? Into your +45 52720217 +45 52720217. I know a number I'll be save your phone so now no matter WhatsApp. If you want to call them or more agent or see a name of Ghana a 0538 007010 0538 007010. Nafi onu enso etimi edinkomo ho na bibia no enso etimi aye kamantiko na ko dinkomo ko ask questions that you think they will need to ase na ye nchechiro mu na te ho ase, because deal we ni e deal a e mo de yi pa ko na ko pesika gubotom na bibia no enso intimi enye kama kwa make sure say we the Camara Africa enso betimi akọ the Camara Africa we shebi enso etimi de akọ eye ma ene mema ena ye pa montad enso etimi de mamo into your bow your bema open or casual wear, open office wear, open a ceremonial attire, be and sweating yashe, or call wedding be, or call birthday party be. Jumadi be our cono. The Camara Africa, me can't was a banasway, where Pamata never fair and sweat me, or show me with this so in 10 times so, no Pamata never fair and sweat me the amount. Kumase trade no war, a worldwide delivery, but Biano, just give them a call. We make my normal sort out, no Biano, and so etimiakui 0544 975214. 0544975214. Now if you know enso etimi edinkomo na bibia no enso etimi aye kamantino asane Kotoko ya dia tum say now they will be losing their players, no. They are also on a table that omudin komo say if they are losing these players players omudon ba be shim no omo so asa say omudi ho komo and Nations FC players enkomo aba nti so hwe ba me say anhwa Kotoko be lose players na ko Nations FC a na wahwehwe mu ho nti Nations FC players aba Kotoko discussion if they are losing omo players are baby any Gold Stars and so players about discussions say if they are losing players they will go there and get players. There is a player at Samate that Kotoko and so be monitor if omu lose omu player. Yes, if they lose their player and also there is a midfielder BML Bechem United and also Kotoko air monitor on say said Kwaju bad Kotoko no nye bad. So nti Kotoko monitor pa Bechem United BM Kotoko air monitor a player from Bechem United omo enso se bibia kokoko kuyi na no ma enso gina mu a o metimi ahwe no makwa kofa player no enso atimi de naba na oba besi akan e de matimi efa no Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So that is the situation. That is how nyoma na enso esi kwa mebobo so fefefe kama pa enso atimi de mawo na watimi ahu de wi anoma enso esi ko Asante Kotoko ani abre. Yes, o mani abre. They've seen say now the situation at hand no, that is how we sit here. They will lose players, and if they are losing players, they want to also get players. Na bibiano and so they've accepted the reality, and they have accepted say that is how I say football is it. And one thing is say that is how I expect Kotoko company phone to do. See, assembly bar ayana emoya. Supporters will talk. Supporters will say this. They will say that. They will do this. They will do that. That one is something that ABC. Now see we are how you communicate with the fans, no, crucial. How you communicate with the fans, no, I are very crucial. The entire because it's crucial, and say when they understand certain things, idea no be wa, for kakra, and so to be the man for. So what I say, the last time communication in how I know see kono, I was not in support with how I na lo asafuduku AC canon seminal. But I think say Bobby Big say now the fans deserve some sort of a explanation. Regardless how you see say Omo Stadium near the no. There are others on Somba Stadium. Into Omo Stadium now you want to keep them, you want to maintain them no. Omo Tino Mabiasia, you give them explanations. So what I say, you give them explanations. And I think say that is how it's supposed to be. Into Kotoko company for now say when it comes to competing with in you know more so with Sika Semnia the idea into me. So now they've decided to also do the needful, get players that are more krumha, omujidi so make my book Kumasi Asante Kotoko no, na bibiano and so to me akosu ye no, and then some way free hoba, minimum 7 and so at the amount. Now a Jena Football Club say omo and so at the promo be and so to me aba. Omo game against Media Mano. Almost say get your NHIS card today. Now do omo yani say omo National Health Insurance Authority and so etimi akọ into a collaboration and oba now between sika 10 cities 20 cities as 30 cities are omo your National Health Insurance card no and so etimi the amount for free. Nti omo game a omo ne Media Mebo no the size can ba na my insurance no and sweat me amount in a way to let people come to the stadium and then or more and so into me more who's the National Health Insurance no weba no my amount for free into 10 cities 30 cities 50 cities oba pe no abechi team no ma Media man afi or more and sweat my National Health Insurance card no the amount kwa let's say once what media call they are bringing on initiatives to get supporters at the stadium. And according to Komwa D Wodomano, the way I just is in a bantem, or just is near 200 cities, amount for air tour, anyhow, they say, team no swini ye, or be free gate near the other. Team I can't be able to a point that will be up as over ever show more games near the other. So, this is something that they are doing now to make sure say they will get supporters because Medica can Ghana ni say, Okutia, Uba 50 cities, and health insurance, no. Now, obeko be kwa kutua sa 50 cities no nya no ma mienu a the person prefers so be saade no ti ye hu saade na we can still do no ma ye na bebia timi akoye coach Kobna and so abefa Bechem United. Yes, Kobina Misa. Wa board division 1 no or qualified teams na no Jahoko or qualified teams na no Jahoko sa se no wa ba befa eye Bechem United a ono mo and so eba be ye adwuma. So that is the situation ho. O ma confirm it say ono ma fa na oba aba be ye adwuma e ma team my friend eye Bechem United. I hope this coach will give them what they needed, because coach back no buy in there. Me na mention down who ni, but I hope this one will do a good job. Na bibiano and so etimi I come to Bechem United I confirm ya and then sense me free ho ba me dem nsam na e air to anim. I've seen some no maybe a air so on the social media concerning Benjamin Asari. Sana man yinjai. Yeah, sana man yinjai. Emfaso bi eni so. Why? Yinjai. If I so be any so goalkeeper when we are saying concede goals. The Manuel Neuers, the Thibaut Courtois, they all concede goals. What is the big deal in this? As all of a sudden or concede goals, why a mistake be or a penalty binti a man for bronze Icardi graphic designs. Now me come for the amount bronze Icardi graphic designs. Me say ope o birthday cards, ope o business cards, ope o wedding cards, bibia ope biano a bronze card, ope flyer, ope posters, bibia ope biano a bronze card na mekanfo and sweat me them out. Contact them and no money come on from where no more sort out. To we pay no assign bronze card the heading come now o frames no with men for and sweat me them out wooden frames, oh glass frames near the nino obet my and sweat me them out. Contact them and no money come na bibiano and so intimate and kosu ye. You better share him on this wonderful some other time. I'm out of this place. Thank you for watching.